Hi, everyone. Hope you all had a good week. Blink, Chase, and I got a few good sessions in, so we have had a good one as well. So I wanted to do a bit of a thesis video before really getting into the vlogs so that when you see them, you guys can better understand what my logic is. I'm going to touch on some basic things that I personally keep in mind when working with Blink in this video. So let's get into it. First thing is, all horses are prey animals. The blind are no exception, and what that means is that when Blink gets afraid in any horse, his feet will move before his mind catches up. It's important to understand this and not blame them for it when this happens. As they get further along in their training, this will get a little bit better. And then at least for Blink, moving his feet is a scary thing for him, so he'll get more emotional as he's moving his feet because he's moved his feet. And then another thing is, without his sight, it's harder for him to keep his balance, which also adds to the fear. Another thing to keep in mind is that anything and everything that touches Blink is going to be a surprise to him. It doesn't matter whether I'm standing next to him, talking, or walking up to him and he hears me. He doesn't see my hand coming. He doesn't see anything that I'm throwing at him. Absolutely everything is going to be a surprise to him. And that brings us around to kind of the main focus with Blink's training program, which is confidence building. So the goal is not just to have him as a riding horse, but also to help him build confidence in his surroundings, handling new situations, and in moving his feet confidently. While going through his training, I also have to keep in mind that I have to be careful not to undermine his potential with any perceived limits I have of him. This includes his ability to learn anything I ask, his ability to understand and process, and his ability to behave and live like a normal horse. I have to be mindful of his lack of sight, but at the same time, I can't hamper his progress with my stereotypes. I can't baby him. I can't go slower than he needs me to. Because being blind doesn't equal stupid or a lack of talent. And then another one of the main things I want to touch base on is I have to be mindful of my space when working with Blink or any blind horse. You have to constantly be clear with him on where my space is and make sure that he understands that he needs to keep tabs on it and respect it. Now, this won't prevent all dangerous situations, but it will help. And then respect is a two-way street. While working with him, how Blink responds to each situation needs to take top priority. I need to pay attention to when he is uncomfortable, confused, or frustrated, and oftentimes adjust accordingly. When he gets bored, I'll have to adjust to that too. The horse needs to be number one in the training sessions, not my agenda. And then that wraps it up for this video. Thanks for watching. Blink, Chase, and I say bye, and we all hope you have a good week. If you have any questions, just go ahead and shoot me a message. I'll be happy to answer them as they come. Bye.